guarantee you to wrestle tonight. Dory is, of course, the well-known brother of Terry Funk. You saw what happened to Terry here a couple of months ago at the hands of Tully Blanchard as Tully attacked him with a claw hammer. But we understand he's on the man as Patton and Funk go together in the middle on the edge of the ring. Dory Funk slinging him across. 325 pounds of tank moving. 325 pounds of tank goes down. Arm drag. Dory Funk Jr. Tags in Manny Fernandez. Manny got the side head on Patton. Patton might well been beating the Hornets' nest with a cue stick. I guarantee he got him some problem. In comes Moon Mulligan. He thinks he wants some of Manny, and he's wrong. All the way across off Manny. Big, full. Kind of a cross between a flying tackle and a clothesline. Arm drag. Head scissor. Mulligan on Fernandez. It's happened so fast you can hardly call it. I'm talking these men moving. And not a lightweight among them. Moon Mulligan, 302 from the Cajun country. He liked them red bean and rice, yeah. Goes over and says something to his cohort there, Tank Patton. I know that was going to be a big benefit. In comes Dory Funk Jr., who's still got a mad on him about his brother Terry, and you can't really fault him for that. I believe you would, and so would I. In comes Patton, works on a rib cage of Funk. Now gets him to a side headlock. Tank's got that wrist brace, as he calls it, on the left arm. I think that arm was broke about 14 years ago, but you got to realize Tank's a slow mender. Big top wrist toward Dory Funk Jr. on Tank Patton. Taking its toll, Patton wanting a little mercy, and Funk has none. Looking down the line. Well, there's a good tag. We'll look down the line in a minute. Here comes Moon. He's up to skullduggery. Side headlock on Funk after he works on his rib cage. Moon Mulligan. Don't take Dory Funk Jr. lightly, Moon, my man. He has been around more square circles than you may have seen. Or maybe he hasn't. But I have a great deal of admiration for the Funk boys. What we're going to do. A couple of fine athletes. Moon Mulligan at this point, the sitting side head at the mercy of Dory Funk Jr. Gino Hernandez returns tonight on the show. Haven't seen Gino in a while. Wish I could honestly tell you I'd missed him, but he's a good wrestler. Gino is a fine athlete, and he comes back tonight. Oh, Terry Funk in a beautiful move, holds up, kicks a field goal with the head of Moon Mulligan. And Moon finds the strength to come to his feet, but I'll guarantee you at this point he's seeing about 3 of Dory Funk Jr. Well, Mulligan out of the hammerlock, and a beautiful move from Dory Funk Jr. to get that hammerlock. Goes against Tank Patton. As they clutch, Patton drives him to the buckle. Now, you know Tank better than he's going to break clean. All the way across. Uh-oh, hello. Patton into the buckle. Over and across the top backdrop off of Funk Jr. Puts the backdrop on Patton. That famous twisting leg lock. Patton, you made it to the rope just in time, because I guarantee you the Funks came up with that twisting leg, and they'll twist it off all the way to your belly button. Tank Patton. If he doesn't have a look of relief on his face, he should. Uses his forearm. Hip drags Funk. Elbow drops him. Dory Funk. Under Patton, he bridges out. In comes Mullins. I got to tell you this. At this point, Patton and Mullins working together beautifully as a tag team. He uses the foot on Funk. Up and over. Knee drops him. Moon Mulligan on Dory Funk Jr. bridges out again after a count of 1. Goes for a face lock. Doesn't get it. Ends it with a side head. In comes Tank. Reverse suplex. Dory Funk Jr. gets on Mulligan before he can get out of the way. Tank working to the side of the head of Dory Funk. Into the buckle with his head. Tank Patton stuns Dory Funk Jr. Rolls him, tries to hit a small package, goes for the body press, and it doesn't work. Over again, Patton gonna try. Got the face lock, tags in Mulligan, but refuses to let loose, and once again they work on the rib cage of Dory Funk Jr. Funk off, big, full forearm. Almost a lifter. Now the wrestling boot. Mulligan on Funk. In comes Patton. Patton tries to knee-lift him. Now the side headlock. Patton on Funk. Funk trying to get to Manny Fernandez. Again tonight, Casey has signed a contract to wrestle Dick Slater for the Southwest Heavyweight Championship belt. Kaboom! Moon Mulligan says $5,000 to any man who can pin him. Moon Mulligan got $5,000 on the line in what he calls the Golden Challenge. At this point, he's not in command. He was for a moment. Right now, they're both going against Fernandez. And this, Manny Fernandez, Moon Mulligan, Dory Funk, Tank Patton, Eric Mannheimer. Everybody but the popcorn man in the ring. All the way across. There it goes. Oh, he drops. Fernandez drops. Elbow drop. Moon Mulligan on Fernandez. Moon Mulligan on Fernandez. Meanwhile, outside, 2, 3. Cheetah, no.
Right corner, weighing in at 265 pounds from New York City, New York, Hacksaw Duggan. His partner weighing in at 285 pounds. He is from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Bruiser Bob Sweetan. In the left corner, weighing in at 225 pounds from Jamaica, Lester Park. His partner weighing in at 260 pounds from Savannah, Georgia, Tom Jones.
Well, the bell is sounded as we look at Tom Jones and Lester Parks. It's Tom Jones starting for his team, and Sweettown and Hacksaw Duggan, and it's Hacksaw Duggan in the ring. Big Hacksaw Duggan, former professional football player for the Atlanta Falcons, went up to Canada, played a little there, injured his knee, and now here he is, a professional wrestler and doing good at it against the ever-exciting Tom Jones. Over the top goes Tom Jones. Over the top he goes again. Duggan turns around. He went for a drop kick. Duggan wasn't there. An elbow smash, and Jones wasn't there. Hacksaw holding his back as he went after Tom Jones, and Jones got out of the way, and now Duggan says, I believe I'll get out. Let Sweettown handle it a little bit. Side headlock by Jones. Oh, going for a hip toss and a reversal there by Tom Jones. Body slam. Sweettown's 285 pounds bouncing off the mat, and he decided he had enough, and he gets out of there, and in comes Hacksaw Duggan. Kick from Hacksaw. Reverse neck breaker, and Tom Jones goes down. Hacksaw drives in there with a knee. Hacksaw had him covered up for a count 2 from the referee, Eric Mannheimer, and Hacksaw comes up kicking. Into the turnbuckles goes Jones. Hacksaw buries his shoulder in there as the referee tries to get him out of there. He has to break at a count of 5. He does. He pulls Jones out of the corner with him. Here's the man that possesses a devastating pile driver, but he's not getting a chance to use it right now, as Tom Jones had that arm of Bob Sweettown tied up. And tagging in Lester Parks. My first look at Lester Parks comes from Kingston, Jamaica, weighs at 220 some pounds. And Bruiser Bob Sweettown and Hacksaw Duggan had figured out that they better keep Parks over there and punish him and not let Tom Jones get back in the ring, and they're keeping him in the corner, but now Hacksaw brings him out. Center of the ring, slams him down. Parks trying to get up. He doesn't get up too quick because down he goes with a kick from Hacksaw Duggan. Parks trying to reach out. Duggan doesn't let him as he pulls him back into the ring. Lester Parks is down. Sweettown is tagged in. Sweettown goes to that left arm, throws a forearm into the muscle of that left arm up around the shoulder area. Uppercuts that left arm now. Sweettown with a lot of pressure on that left arm. Bruiser Bob Sweettown reaches in behind, looks for a Hacksaw Duggan. He makes the tag. Sweettown holds Lester Parks as Duggan comes in kicking, the young man out of Kingston, Jamaica. Hacksaw Duggan. Parks trying to reach in. Get Duggan off balance. Couldn't do it, but Parks is up. Oh, Parks is up in the air now as Duggan has him up. Shoulder breaker. Hacksaw Duggan with a shoulder breaker on Lester Parks. He got a 2 count as Parks picks up the shoulder. Trying to reach across and make the tag. Lester Parks unable to reach. Tom Jones. Parks throwing a few fists, but Duggan grabs him by the hair, slams his head into the knee that Bruiser Bob Sweetan had planted inside the ring over there. Sweetan from outside the ring, getting it from giving it to Lester Parks, and Duggan got him from inside. Now they tag. Bruiser Bob Sweetan pulling Parks. Has that front face lock. Tags out. Now it's Duggan back in. Elbow knocks down Parks, but in comes Tom Jones as he made the tag. Tom Jones. Sweetan is coming in, so Jones takes both of them and slams their head together. Jones whips Duggan into the rope, catches him with a fist, goes overhead one for Sweetan, comes back to Duggan, and now Jones tags out, and in comes Lester Parks. Oh, and Lester Parks caught him off the rope. Big kick from Hacksaw Duggan, and look at the look on that man's face. He reaches down, grabs Lester Parks, has him up. What's he gonna do with him? Slams him into the turnbuckle, throws him down in the center of the ring, tags out to Bruiser Bob Sweetan. Sweetan grabs him by the head, puts the head between the legs. Here we go, up in the air with a power driver, drops him on top of his head, and that should be all for Lester Parks as Sweetan rolls him over. It's 1, 2, 3, and it is Bruiser Bob Sweetan and Hacksaw Duggan come up with a victory here, and it was a devastating power driver once again of Bruiser Bob Sweetan put it on Lester Parks from Kingston, Jamaica.
What it takes. He's hurt and crippled more wrestlers than I know. And all I can say is, when you do so many bad things, one day the tide and the tables turn on you. And when it happens, you just say he deserved it, and you can walk away from it.
There is some kind of rib-crushing, back-breaking hold that Robley has on Tom Pritchard right now. Pritchard gonna slam it across. Here's a Robley. The crowd loves it. Robley can now hear a roar, but it's not the roar of the crowd. It's his own head roaring. Pritchard kicks Robley to the mat. And again, stuns him. Tom Pritchard with a flying drop kick, hangs him over the top rope like a side of beef, starts to pound on his body, whips him across the ring. Robley stops short, pulls up short, grabs the top rope, puts on the brake, comes off, and kicks the daylights out of young Tom Pritchard. Robley moving very slowly. Lets Pritchard get up, draws back, and kicks him. 2, 3, and it's over. And it's over.
Dean, look, you see that shirt this sick man got on, nobody called me yellow? That's one way to